Ethereum believers say decentralization always wins. Solana supporters point to speed, fees, and raw user adoption. BNB holders claim the biggest exchange in the world will once again lift their token to the top. But here's the truth, only one of these three giants will dominate the next bull market. And the signs are already here, hidden in the data, the tech, and the political changes shaping crypto behind the scenes. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I break down the biggest moves in crypto, the real stories behind the charts, in a way that cuts through the noise. The battle for dominance in the next bull market isn't happening quietly. It's happening in real time, in front of millions of investors staring at their screens, watching three giants circle each other like predators waiting to strike. Ethereum stands tall as the old king of smart contracts, Solana moves like a hyper-fast assassin that refuses to slow down, and BNB lingers at the edges of the arena like a veteran fighter who's been counted out more times than anyone can remember, only to rise again when everyone least expects it. And as we inch closer to the next full-blown crypto run, the pressure is building so quickly that it feels like one wrong move, one missed opportunity, one late entry could be the difference between life-changing gains and watching the whole market leave you behind. That is the reality of what's coming. It's brutal, it's competitive, and it's exactly why this fight between Ethereum, Solana, and BNB is the biggest showdown the crypto world has seen in years. To understand where we are, you have to understand where each of these giants stands today. Ethereum carries the weight of being the pioneer, the chain that made smart contracts go mainstream, the chain that birthed DeFi, NFTs, and an entire generation of developers who built the foundation of what we now casually call Web3. But being first doesn't always mean staying on top. Ethereum is powerful, sophisticated, decentralized, and respected, but it's also slow, expensive, and often frustrating. Solana, meanwhile, burst into the scene with the arrogance of youth. It didn't ask for permission. It didn't try to mimic Ethereum. It didn't wait for anyone's approval. Instead, it broke the rules by delivering transaction speeds and costs so extreme that people questioned whether it was even possible. And then there's BNB, the token born from the massive machine that is Binance, the largest crypto exchange on Earth. BNB doesn't try to be the fastest. It doesn't try to be the most decentralized. It doesn't try to impress developers with fancy architecture. It wins because it is deeply, aggressively practical. Investors use BNB. Traders use BNB. Millions of new crypto users take their first steps through the Binance ecosystem, meaning BNB is baked into the very experience of crypto adoption. Now the pressure builds further, because each of these tokens is positioned differently, and each one is gearing up for the next mega cycle with a different advantage. Ethereum's strength comes from its foundation, its developer base, its institutional trust. Every major crypto fund in the world has Ethereum in its portfolio. Every long-term projection from major financial institutions, BlackRock, Fidelity, VanEck, includes Ethereum as a pillar. But the thing Ethereum doesn't like to admit is that developers are not loyal to one chain forever. Developers go where the users are. They go where the fees are cheap. They go where the momentum is shifting. And this is where Solana has been applying pressure like a relentless force. Every month, more users migrate, more projects launch, more liquidity moves in. Solana cracked open something that Ethereum never managed to deliver at scale: actual affordability for everyday users. And then, in the middle of this duel, BNB starts to rise again. You can't kill Binance no matter how many regulators try. You can't eliminate its influence no matter how many fines, articles, or scandals appear. Binance always adapts. It always rebuilds, and as BNB chain evolves into something far larger than just an exchange-associated token, it becomes obvious that BNB is not a one-dimensional asset. It is the token that quietly powers millions of monthly active users across decentralized finance, exchanges, trading applications, gaming ecosystems, and cross-chain solutions. In every bull cycle, BNB has a moment where it explodes, usually after people stop paying attention. And in 2025 and 2026, that moment looks closer than anyone realizes. So here's where this analysis becomes intense. This isn't a slow, methodical evolution. This is an arms race. Every token has something to prove. Every chain has weaknesses they can't ignore. And every investor staring at this moment knows that whichever one gains dominance next could deliver insane returns. The next bull market won't reward everything equally. It never does. It rewards the winners. It punishes the complacent, and it destroys the latecomers. Ethereum, for all its brilliance, has a critical flaw. It's too big, too slow to change, too heavy with legacy infrastructure. The roadmap is slow. The upgrades take time, sometimes years. And while Ethereum is busy planning the next improvement, Solana is already shipping the next feature, onboarding the next wave of users, launching the next viral application. Solana moves like a startup on steroids. Ethereum moves like a global corporation holding 1,000 meetings before touching a line of code. And that difference in speed is the exact reason Solana has eaten enormous market share from Ethereum in the last 2 years. The numbers don't lie. The momentum doesn't lie. The developers migrating doesn't lie. And for all the talk about decentralization, users ultimately care about one thing: the chain that works best for them. Solana works fast. Solana works cheap. Solana works now. But just when you think Solana has the clean path forward, BNB complicates everything. Because BNB doesn't rely on hype. It doesn't rely on idealistic narratives. It relies on onboarding, the most powerful force in crypto. Every day, Binance onboards more users than almost any exchange in existence. And every one of those users interacts with the Binance ecosystem. Every one of them sees BNB. Many of them end up using it without even realizing. That is the power of dominance. That is the power of global reach. That is the power of institutional level adoption disguised as retail convenience. BNB is a sleeping giant, and every bull run it wakes up, stretches, and suddenly explodes in price before anyone can catch up. So the question becomes, which of these three actually wins in the next bull market? The answer is not philosophical. It's not political. It's not emotional. It's brutally practical. The winner will be the chain that can onboard the most people, the fastest, while delivering a stable, scalable, secure experience without breakdowns or massive fees. The chain that wins will be the platform where the new generation of developers decide to build. The chain that wins will be the one that solves real problems, not theoretical ones. Ethereum has the network effect. Solana has the performance. BNB has the user funnel. And if you think this is going to be a polite competition, you don't understand crypto. This is a war. Every chain is fighting for the same thing: dominance. Every chain is fighting for mindshare. Every chain is fighting to become the foundation of the next global financial system that decentralization promised us years ago. And as the pressure intensifies, it becomes clear that all three are preparing for something massive. Ethereum's next upgrades are designed for scalability. Solana's next improvements are designed for resilience. BNB's next moves are designed for expansion. They all know what's at stake: trillions of dollars in capital, institutional adoption, mainstream integration, and the future of decentralized applications. And they all know that the next bull market won't crown 3 winners. It will crown 1 king and 2 close competitors. This is the part investors forget: when the money pours in, it pours into the leader first. During Bitcoin bull runs, altcoins lag behind until Bitcoin peaks. When Ethereum led, everything else followed. If Solana leads next, then Ethereum and BNB might have to fight harder than ever before to maintain relevance. And if BNB shocks everyone again, like it did in previous runs, then both Ethereum and Solana may find themselves scrambling to keep up. The momentum right now favors Solana, the trust still favors Ethereum, and the retail funnel favors BNB. But dominance? That is still up for grabs. And the next 18 months will determine who wins the biggest fight crypto has ever seen. Not a fight of ideology. Not a fight of technology. A fight of adoption. And in crypto, adoption is everything. While exploring the news on Ethereum, Solana and BNB, we discover that for Ethereum, the L2 consolidation is accelerating, ETFs driving institutional inflows. Major staking reforms underway. For Solana, we have record developer growth, massive mobile ecosystem expansion, and a zero downtime milestone attracting institutions. For BNB, there is a global expansion outside the US, a new DeFi integrations, and unmatched retail onboarding volume. These events will directly affect the outcome of the bull market. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I really appreciate you watching. If you found this useful, a like would be fantastic and subscribing helps me keep creating content you'll hopefully enjoy. Please share your experiences and any questions in the comments. I always try to read and respond. Your support keeps this channel going. Until our next video, take care and have a wonderful day.